Every time your Ford stops at a red light, the engine shuts off. The oil pump stops turning. Oil pressure drops to 0, and half a second later, the crankshaft starts spinning again on bearings that are no longer riding on a cushion of pressurized oil. That happens dozens of times a day, hundreds of times a week. Over the life of your truck, it can happen more than 1,000,000 times. So here's the question. Every Ford owner staring at that little green A on the dash has asked, is auto start-stop quietly grinding away at your engine's internal bearings? The short answer, extra wear is happening. The engineering says so. But the full answer is more interesting than the internet gives it credit for. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening inside your engine at every stoplight, why it's happening, and what determines whether your engine pays the price. Do you leave auto start-stop on or hit that disable button every single time you start the truck? Tell us in the comments, we might feature your take in our next video. And if this video saves you a rebuild or just a headache, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. What happens the moment your engine shuts off? To understand the bearing question, you need to understand what your crankshaft bearings actually do, because they're one of the most misunderstood components in your engine. Your crankshaft doesn't ride on metal, not when everything's working. The main bearings and connecting rod bearings operate on what engineers call hydrodynamic lubrication, a pressurized film of oil, somewhere between 5 and 25 microns thick, that keeps the spinning crankshaft completely separated from the bearing surface. Metal never touches metal. That's why a properly maintained engine can spin millions of revolutions without wearing out. But that oil film has one requirement: rotation. The spinning crankshaft is what drags oil into the wedge and builds that protective cushion. The moment auto start-stop kills the engine, 3 things happen in sequence. The crankshaft stops, the oil pump stops, and that pressurized hydrodynamic film, the thing doing all the protective work, collapses. What's left behind is a residual film, a thin coating of oil clinging to the journals and bearing surfaces, reinforced by anti-wear additives that have chemically bonded to the metal. It's real protection, but it is not the same protection. The half second that matters. Now the light turns green. You lift off the brake. Here's the timeline inside your engine. 0 seconds. The starter begins rotating the crankshaft. Oil pressure, essentially nothing. 0.2 of a second, the pump is turning. Pressure is beginning to build in the galleries. Half a second, the engine fires. Around 1 second, full oil pressure is restored, and the hydrodynamic film is back. That window, from the first degree of crankshaft rotation until pressure recovers, is where the concern lives. During those fractions of a second, your bearings aren't operating on full hydrodynamic lubrication. They're operating in what tribologists call mixed or boundary lubrication. The residual oil film and the additive layer are carrying the load. And some microscopic asperity contact, high points of metal briefly touching, can occur. Some additional wear happens in that window. That's not speculation. That's established tribology, documented across SAA technical papers and bearing supplier research. Now multiply that window by every stoplight, every stop sign, every drive-through, every traffic jam, for 200,000 miles. That's the case against auto start-stop. And on the surface, it's a compelling one. Why the wear is real? Here's where the story gets more interesting than the comment section version, because there's one comparison that puts the whole thing in perspective: the cold start. When your truck sits overnight, the picture is completely different. The oil is cold and thick. The galleries have partially drained. The block has thermally contracted. The fuel mixture runs rich, washing lubrication off cylinder walls. Decades of tribology research point to the same conclusion. The cold morning start is where the most significant engine wear of the day happens. A stop-start restart is nothing like that. The engine is at full operating temperature. The oil is hot, thin, and fully circulated. Every bearing surface was coated in fresh oil seconds ago. The residual film is at its strongest, Compared to a cold start, a warm restart is dramatically gentler, a fraction of the wear event. So yes, every stop-start cycle adds a small wear event that an idling engine wouldn't experience. That's real, and it's cumulative. But each individual event is closer to a rounding error than a grinding session. The question that matters is whether a million rounding errors add up to a dead engine, and that depends almost entirely on what happens next. What Ford engineered to fight it. Because here's the part of the story that rarely makes it into the outrage videos. Ford didn't just flash new software into the PCM and call it a day. Auto start-stop vehicles are built around the feature. Start with the starter itself. Stop-start starters are rated for hundreds of thousands of engagement cycles, several times the duty of a conventional unit, with reinforced ring gear engagement to match. Then, the battery. Stop-start Fords run AGM or EFB batteries designed for constant cycling, monitored continuously by an intelligent charging system. Then, the control logic. And this is the underrated one. The PCM won't shut the engine off if conditions aren't right. Battery low? No shutdown. Engine not fully warm? No shutdown. Climate control working hard, steering loaded up, or the system detecting conditions where a restart would be harsh. The engine keeps running. The system is specifically programmed to avoid the restarts that would cause the most wear. Then, the oil. Modern low-viscosity synthetics, the 0W20 grades Ford specifies, are formulated to rebuild pressure fast on restart, and they carry anti-wear packages, ZDDP and molybdenum compounds, designed precisely for those boundary lubrication moments. And across the industry, bearing suppliers developed polymer-coated overlay bearings specifically because of stop-start systems. Coatings that dramatically outperform older bimetal bearings in simulated stop-start durability testing. Industry research references design targets on the order of 1 million+ stop-start cycles over an engine's lifetime. This is the honest picture. The wear mechanism is real, and the engineering countermeasures are also real. Your engine is fighting that half-second battle with better weapons than any engine from 20 years ago. The components that actually pay the price. So if the bearings are better defended than the internet claims, what actually wears out? The battery. That's the honest answer, and any service advisor will confirm it. GM batteries in stop-start vehicles live a hard life of constant cycling, and they typically need replacement sooner at a meaningfully higher cost than a conventional battery. If auto start-stop has a genuine cost of ownership, it's sitting under your hood in a plastic case, not spinning inside your block. The starter comes second, upgraded, but still cycling far more than a conventional unit. And the bearings? Here's the calibrated truth. There is no published warranty data, no Ford technical service bulletin, and no fleet study showing a pattern of bearing failures caused by auto start-stop. The Ford engines that have suffered genuine bearing and bottom-end problems trace to other causes entirely: oil starvation, contamination, coolant intrusion on certain designs, or plain neglected maintenance. When a bearing fails, the stop-start system is almost never the author of that story. What auto start-stop does do is raise the stakes on everything else. More boundary lubrication events means your engine leans harder on oil quality, oil level, and oil condition. A stop-start engine running degraded, overdue oil is taking those million restart cycles with its armor stripped off. The system doesn't destroy healthy engines, it punishes neglected ones faster. What you can do about it. If you own a stop-start Ford, here's the practical playbook. First, run the specified oil and don't stretch the intervals. That anti-wear additive package is your bearing's entire defense during every restart. Fresh oil at the recommended grade matters more on a stop-start engine than on anything you've owned before. This is the single highest leverage thing you control. Second, keep the battery healthy. A weak AGM battery means slower cranking, longer restart windows, and more time in boundary lubrication before the engine fires. When the battery starts fading, replace it with the correct AGM or EFB unit, not a cheap conventional battery that the charging system was never calibrated for. Third, if the restarts bother you, use the button. Disabling auto start-stop is a legitimate preference. The restart shutter, the pause before acceleration, the air conditioning cutting back on a hot day. Those are real usability complaints, and you're not damaging anything by opting out. Just know you're pressing it for comfort, not to save your bearings. Fourth, know what actual bearing trouble sounds like. A deep knock under load, low oil pressure warnings, metal glitter in the oil at a change. If you ever see those signs, the cause is an oil supply or maintenance problem that needs diagnosis today, and it needs a real answer, not a shrug. At the stop-start system, auto start-stop adds wear cycles. That's the truth in the title. But whether those cycles ever cost you an engine comes down to oil, battery, and maintenance. The thing sitting entirely in your hands. Your engine isn't afraid of the stoplight. It's afraid of the owner who skips the oil change. Do you run auto start-stop, or is that disable button the first thing you touch? And if you've got high mileage on a stop-start Ford, tell us how it's holding up in the comments. We might feature your story in our next video. And if this video helped you understand what's really happening inside your engine, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto insights. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.